Okay, everybody, welcome. It is so good to see you all, and you look so sharp. I was telling the Monarchs when they came in, I'm sure they were really excited about having to dress up during their last week, but it really, you look so sharp, it makes a difference, and we take your pictures and we keep it up all year around here, so great job on looking so great today. We are so excited for all of you. My name is Katie Settles, and I'm the Assistant Superintendent of Human Resources. I think I had the opportunity to meet most all of you throughout your time in Education Academy, and we're just so proud of you. I'm going to take you through just a little bit of what this program will look like. It's not terribly long, but does just kind of give us that chance to celebrate you on your way out. So our little agenda for today, we're going to do some introductions after I finish up with our welcome. Dr. Wrigley is going to give some remarks. Then we have a special presentation for all of you. We've got a video then to share with you. Then Dr. Steele has prepared some remarks for you. And prepared because I told him about it 30 minutes ago. And then before you all leave, we want to take a big group picture together. So that's kind of our order of events a little bit. I do want to give just a little bit more of a welcome. I want to say we're so proud of all of you. We absolutely love that you chose to do Education Academy to start with. But we're also so very proud of everything that you've done this year. It wasn't exactly how you pictured it would be, and you have just rolled with it. And that really could not have happened. None of this could have happened this year without students being willing to go with the flow and make the necessary adjustments. And so we're just so proud that you've done that. Couple of other recognitions. First of all, a thank you to your parents very much for supporting you in trying out this career. There is a lot that people don't always know about education until they give it a try as a teacher. And we hope that by doing that here in high school, I noticed every single one of you is planning to go into education, which I love. That doesn't always happen, and that's okay too. What this academy usually does tell people is, I want to be in a helping career. And I think that's so important. I hope you've gotten some fulfillment from what you've done. I've gotten to see some of the excitement of the students who you've got to work with, and I think you made all the difference to them this year. And being able to have something unique every single day and get to know you, I think is really, really good for them. So definitely wanted to give a thank you to your parents for their support in you trying this out. Also very important, I want to thank these two individuals over here. So Mrs. Hermsen and Mr. Curry, they put up all year with like random texts from me at various times of the day or night when I'm asking like a question about you, or maybe I'm in a school and I see one of you and I'm like, hey, who is that? I want to make sure I know their name. So they're great. I think I even sent them each messages last night as we were finalizing details. Zach, that was me. They texted you from the app. I didn't recognize who I was until later. I go, oh, I didn't even tell him who I was, but he answered my question. Thank you. So I just want to thank them for everything that they've done. They do a lot of communicating through UNO in order to make it so that you can receive a credit. They work through Ms. Jabez with any little thing that we send on their way. But most of all, they do all of these adjustments to make it work for you and really try to get the experience that you want. And I think that's really, really valuable. We do have a little gift for them as we say thank you. So they can come on up and grab these. We have an I Love Public Schools shirt for each of them. So can you just give me a huge round of applause for these two?
Go ahead.
This one is yours, Carly. Oh.
I'll take the black one.
I think that's a girl one. Oh, okay.
I'll take the black one. Thank you very much.
I'm sorry, I think it's a girl one, so you have to have that girl one. But I mean, it's up to you right here. Whichever you want, girl one. And then we have a couple of others over here if you need to switch it out. much to them. We have a couple of other introductions I want to make sure that we give. So up here, I'm sure they need no introduction, but our superintendent of the Floyd Vista Community Schools, Dr. Andy Ripley. Our secondary director of Human Resources and Student Services, Dr. Trent Steele. Our two human resources specialists who you may or may not know yet, but hopefully you'll get to know in the future. Whether you, this is my shameless plug, whether you come and join us later as a para or as a substitute or as a student teacher or eventually as a teacher, they are people you will get to know. So over here, this is Jessica Funk. And over here, this is Melissa Quisenberry. So they've done a lot to help prepare for this day too, so I want to thank them for that. Then we have Ms. Shireen Siri. Ms. Siri is the CIA director. Does anybody know what CIA stands for? I mean, CIA Assistant Superintendent. Anybody know what that stands for? She is highly intelligent. I will tell you that, very highly intelligent. Curriculum, instruction, assessment, and she's also in charge of technology. So as you can imagine, she's had a very good job this year. And then back in the back, we have Missy Javins. And Miss Javins is the Career Academy instructor, which I'm sure you've gotten a chance to know her a little bit too, but I won't say instructor, administrator, Career Academy administrator. And Missy does kind of all this background work for all of the academies. So she's in between a whole bunch of graduations in these next couple of days. So we appreciate her being here. And in the back is Mandy Cadre, and Mandy works in our student services, but she's done something very, very important for all of you, multiple times for some of you. Does anybody know what it is?
Oh.
She's a badge person. So Mandy is one of the first people that new students into the district meet, and she used to sit out right in front of central office there, and she would be the greeter and receptionist and all things going on at one time person. She's done your badges for the last couple of years. So thank you, Mandy, for joining us. I think that kind of wraps up my little introduction part. But again, I just want to say thank you for giving us an hour to celebrate you during this special next week. And I think I will turn it over to Dr. Ripley.
So one last person who did do a very good job of singling out and recognizing for her efforts, and that is our fearless leader, Dr. Katie Sells, our HR department. Can we give her a round of applause? So this is one of the best weeks of the year. Board members said it really well in our board meeting Monday night when they talked about we plant seeds as educators. That's what we do, right? So 13 long years ago, the seed was planted when you went off to kindergarten. It may have been with the Vista Community Schools, it may have been somewhere else. But the seed was planted, and 13 years later, we get to reap the harvest. That is our seniors, fully developed, responsible young human beings walking across the stage, getting ready for that next step in their career. And I don't know what could be more exciting than that. We are incredibly blessed to have you. I think this might be the first time since I've been your superintendent, and I've been at these events, this is my 8th year here, where we've had every single one of our Net Academy grads indicate they want to go into the teaching profession. That almost never happens. Show of hands, how many are right now thinking teaching? Any counselors? Yes, thank you, Ms. Siri. Yes, yes, yes. Any counselors? No counselors?
Maybe eventually.
Maybe eventually. Psychs or speech language pathologists, psychologists, or speech language, maybe. I demand field. Nobody wants to be an administrator, right? Don't go to the email. We need good teachers, administrators, counselors, psychologists. We need all kinds of really talented people. But to have everybody say, I want to go into a helping profession, I want to go into education is incredible. We talk a lot about the value of the academy programs that Ms. Siri and Ms. Javins have developed. One of the great values is finding out as much about what you don't want to do with your life as it is what you do want to do with your life. Because those of you that are heading off to a 4-year university, or whether you're going off to a 2-year school, you will find that it is very, very expensive. You know this. This isn't new information. You don't want to be getting into that practicum and student teaching experience in your 3 or 4 year program. You've already spent between $50,000 and $75,000, and then you realize this ain't for me, right? This academy hopefully has allowed you to try on some different experiences and skills so that as you enter the 2 year, the 4 year pathway, you can say with some level of confidence, I've been through this. I've had some classroom level experiences, and this is something that I'm really jamming to, or this is something that I want to be part of. So we're really, really excited that you made it this far. I can promise you, you're entering the world's best profession. I mean, I didn't start out as an education major. I started out as a bio major. I was convinced I wanted to be a medical doctor, and I quickly found out that I had neither the study skills nor the interest to be a medical doctor. I think I always knew in my heart of hearts that I wanted to be an educator. I came from a family that was either in the military or in the teaching profession, but I was always afraid. I wanted to strike out and do my own thing. When I got to college, university, I figured out I got to follow my heart, and it's education. It's the best decision I ever made. My wife is a banker. She spent over 20 years in the banking and finance industry, and she's a person that really is driven by purpose. That I want to feel like I'm making a difference in the world. That I'm making this world a slightly better place. And one of the struggles that my wife talks about a lot, she said, when I wake up in the morning, and maybe I close a loan, and maybe we get a new client, and maybe we close a deal, but at the end of the day, have I made the world a much better place? That's a struggle that my wife has had, and I'm very proud of her, but it's something that's very real. I can promise you that if I wake up in the morning, I never have to ask myself that question. As a teacher, as a principal, as a counselor, as a psychologist, as a speech language pathologist, I can promise you, if you go into that profession, you're never going to have to ask yourself the question, am I making a difference in this world? You are every single day, I promise you. That's not to say that this profession is easy. It is not. And you've seen that in your classroom experiences at Titan over the last 2 years. And if we've learned anything from this pandemic over the last 12 months, education is hard. It's really hard work. But I promise you, there isn't a more difference-making profession. There isn't a more noble profession. There isn't a more rewarding profession. And for that, I'm deeply grateful. So what I would like to leave you with is, whether you stay with this or not, we love you and we're proud of you. Don't beat yourself up if you do get into the college experience and you figure out this isn't for me after all, I'm going to do something else. That's okay. And playing the odds, some of you in here are going to get into this and figure out this isn't for me. That's okay. But for those of you that do enter into the profession and you see it through, we would love to get you back. Every fall, when Dr. Settles and her team bring in a new crop of teachers, it's typically between 80 and 100 teachers every year. I think we're probably sitting at about 80 right now. Are we not, Dr. Settles? Are we north of that?
Less this year, everyone wants to stay, that's great.
And that's a good problem to have. But I typically ask this fresh crop of teachers 2 or 3 questions. How many of you student talk to you? Typically about a third to half. How many of you are Potomac Vista graduates? Your monarchs or typists? Typically about a third. How many of you are taxpayers? Typically about a third. We love to hire people that have connections. So as a graduate, you have an in that other people don't have. And Dr. Settles will talk more about that in a little bit. As you think about your practica experience, as you think about your student teaching experience, I would strongly encourage you to think about branching out and maybe getting some different experiences that you haven't had. That is vitally important when it comes time to finding a job. But I would also tell you that if you do decide to student teach here and then substitute teach or look for a job here, you really love it when our monarchs and titans come back to us. Because you know what it means to be a Potomac Vista Community Schools graduate. So I'll close by saying we're so very proud of you. We hope that you decide to look us up about 4 years from now, and just couldn't be prouder of everything you've accomplished. And with that, I'll turn it back to Dr. Settles.
Okay, so next up, we have our special presentation for each of you. Lily, can I ask you to switch places with Jessica? Would you mind? Or maybe just go right here to the seat. Because she's going to take a photo of each of you as you come up, and you can kind of do one of these and wave in case your parents end up watching later. That would be great too. And I'm gonna have Melissa's grabbing something for you here. I'm gonna just turn this a bit. Okay, so what we're about to give you, Dr. Steele's gonna ask each of you to come up individually. And then he has, this. When I asked you if we could share your pictures later, this is what we're gonna share. So if you're not okay with me sharing that, please let me know before you leave. I know you all said yes when I asked earlier, but you're gonna get one of these. And so feel free to hang this at graduation parties or whatever you like. And then you're going to get this letter, but I want you all to wait. Don't open this letter yet, okay? And then, should we show them the other big surprise? You get
Our ice grabs. And for our monarch grabs.
So, you can, and you have stakes for each of those as well. They're back here when you leave. Try not to injure anybody with it. But hopefully we'll get to see those up around town and you can put it out at the party. Okay, ready, Dr. Steele?
All right.
He's got his announcer voice on.
Yes, I do. All right, I will first invite up Keaton Alice. Keaton began her career in our district at Terra Heights. She went to La Vista Middle School and then to play in La Vista South. Her internship is at Bell Elementary in 3rd grade with Ms. Miller. She's going to UNO to study elementary education, and she will be part of the Teacher Scholar Academy. Congratulations.
And don't forget to give your wave. And thanks for being first.
You did great. Okay. Okay, the next person I'll call up is Grace Beister. Grace began at Papillion La Vista at Portal Elementary, went to Papillion Middle, and then Papillion La Vista South. She has done her internship at Papillion La Vista South in English, also at Parkview Heights in 3rd and 4th grade, and also in the remote learning program. She is going to UNO. She is going to study early childhood, and she too will be part of the Teacher Scholar Academy. Congratulations.
And a wave. We're gonna giggle every time we're.
Tia Cho. Tia started at Portal Elementary, went to La Vista Middle, and is finishing at Papillion La Vista High School. Her internship is at Portal Elementary in special education with Ms. Fiorelli. And where is she going? She's going to Wayne State in Wayne, USA, and she will study elementary education. Congratulations.
I did.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you.
Zach Covington. I love the bow tie. That is awesome. Zach began his career in our district at Parkview Heights. He went to La Vista Middle and then to Papillion La Vista High School. His internship has been at La Vista Middle in the area of STEM. He is going to Wayne State also, and he is going to study skilled and technical science education. He's going to study STEM. Congratulations.
Fun fact, almost every single one of our skilled and technical science teachers is a graduate of Wayne State. So you have learned from some of the very best, Zach.
Yes. And Dr. Settles is a graduate of
Go
Wayne
Wildcats,
State.
yes.
She says with pride. Chloe Harper. Hello. Chloe began her career at G. Stanley Hall and then went to La Vista Middle School and is finishing at Papillion La Vista High School. In her internship, she has worked at Papillion La Vista High School in the area of Spanish. She will go to UNO and will study secondary education. Congratulations. Lily Hovey. Lily began at Patriot, went to Papillion Middle, and is finishing at Papillion La Vista South High School. Her internship was at Papillion La Vista South in the area of geometry and algebra, and also at Patriot in 5th grade. She is going to UNO, where she will study secondary education in the areas of history and math. Congratulations. Sarah Johnson. Sarah began at Walnut Creek and then went to Severna Park Middle School. Where's that located?
Maryland.
Okay, so then she went to Maryland and then she came back and is finishing at Papillion La Vista South. Her internship is at Bell Elementary in 1st grade. She's going to UNO, where she will study elementary education and be part of the Teacher Scholar Academy. Congratulations.
Yes.
Elizabeth Kerber. Elizabeth began at Patriot Elementary, went to Papillion Middle, and is finishing at Papillion La Vista South. Her internship is at Papillion La Vista South in the area of math, and it was also at Patriot Elementary in 4th grade. She's going to the University of South Dakota to major in elementary education. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Mackenzie Linky. Mackenzie started at Louisville Elementary, then went to La Vista Middle, and is finishing at Papillion La Vista High School. Her internship is at La Vista Middle School in English Language Arts, and also at Papillion La Vista High School in the area of English. She is going to UNO and will study secondary education with a focus on English Language Arts. Congratulations. Savannah Namesake. Savannah started at Golden Hills, went to Papillion Middle School, and is finishing at Papillion La Vista South High School. Her internship is at Papillion La Vista South in the area of history with both Mr. Hager and Mr. Davis, and she will go to UNO and study elementary education. Congratulations. Kate Norblade is not here. She is representing her school today at the Metro track meet, I believe. So she will be representing the Titans there, but we wish her the best. She started at Bell Elementary, went to Papillion Middle, and is of course finishing out at Papillion La Vista South. And she will be going to Wayne State, where she will be an education major, and she will also be competing for women's basketball at Wayne State. Anaya Rabawan. Anaya began at Patriot. She went to Papillion and also Liberty Middle School, and she's finishing at Papillion La Vista South. Her internship was at Patriot Elementary in 5th grade. She will go to Nebraska Wesleyan University, where she will study elementary education Spanish. Congratulations. Luke Schmiezek. It all began for Luke at St. Matthew's, and then he went to Papillion Middle and is finishing out, of course, at Papillion La Vista South. His internship was at Bell Elementary in 2nd grade. He is going to UNL, where he will study elementary education and be a part of the Teacher Scholar Academy there. Congratulations.
Fun fact, does anybody know why Luke is gonna cost me a lot of money this summer. Anyone? Anyone? Okay, I have a perfectly capable 16-year-old that could babysit my 8-year-old, but he insists. This is Mr. Luke's last summer in his club. I have to be there. It's Mr. Every day. And then he's gonna be in Lincoln at UNL, but maybe if we see the Huskers, we could go see Luke too. So, there you go. You make quite the impression.
Hannah Stinger. Hannah started at Carriage Hill. She went to Papillion Middle School and is finishing at Papillion La Vista South. Her internship is at YATP. And she is going to UNO, where she will study special education and be part of the Teacher Scholar Academy.
Five and above it.
Finally, Haley Turnquist. Haley started at Norris Elementary and then went to Liberty Middle School and is finishing at the La Vista South High School. Her internship was also at YATP, and she is going to South Dakota State University, where she will major in music education. Congratulations.
Okay, anybody who forgot to wave, here's your chance to come up and wave.
Do wave, do wave.
Okay, next up, you can open your letters. But we're gonna read it to you. You know how to read, but kind of ceremonial, right? Okay, so dear you, dear all of you, congratulations to you on your upcoming graduation from high school and on completing the Education Academy. We want to take some time and share a few sentiments with you before you embark on your post-secondary journey. First off, thank you for taking on the challenges, excitement, and dedication of the Education Academy. We know you made a difference in the lives of your students throughout the past year in your internship. We don't know if we can completely convey to you the pride that we all feel as educators when our own district students decide to become teachers. We know that somewhere along the line, you likely had a teacher who inspired you to enter the field of education, and perhaps others who have helped you to shape your path as well. Whatever your reason, whomever your inspiration, we sincerely thank you for considering this wonderful path. Throughout your journey in the Education Academy, we have enjoyed hearing about your classes, as well as from your internship teachers and your academy teachers. We know that the future is looking very bright in education because of the young leaders we have entering the profession, and we need you. We hope that you will consider doing practicum or student teaching experiences with Papillion La Vista Community Schools in the future. Please consider this an official invitation to contact us and Papillion La Vista Community Schools in 2025, when you will likely be nearing your college graduation. At that time, we would like to invite you to take part in an initial interview with PLCS. Get in contact with us, refer to this letter, and we will set up that interview. Again, congratulations on this and all that you have accomplished throughout your years in school. If we can ever help you along your journey, you will find our phone numbers below. In addition, please join our Facebook group that's especially for you, education majors who are alumni of Papillion La Vista Community Schools. We are very proud to soon call you a graduate of Papillion La Vista Community Schools. You are known for greatness. So, it is a real thing that we get contacted. Just last week, we called one of our education alumni, our Education Academy alumni, and we said, hey, we're setting up student teaching. Thank you for putting us on your list. And we wanted just to check in with you personally and see how we could get you the very best experience that you would like here. We talked through what her favorite grade levels are and where she had experiences and what experiences she still wanted. here in our district. And we got her placed for student teaching, which we love that she's coming back for that. And then we said, do you have any questions or anything else we can help with? She said, yes, I've been looking and I can't find that letter that you gave me back when I did Education Academy. Do you keep track of those? And we said, absolutely. You, as a part of the student teaching, will also come here and get some interview practice too. So we try to really take good care of our student teachers as well. So we love that she referred back to it, but it's not uncommon for us to hear that from time to time. So do make sure that you utilize us. One of the other things that we like to do every winter when you're on winter break from college, some people come back early and they substitute or they sub as a parent or a teacher. They do that in May as well, which is great, or sometimes over spring break, whatever we can do. And I'm telling you, our college students saved us this year because many of them finished right after Thanksgiving. That, if you remember, November was a bit of a tough time as far as COVID goes, and they subbed and subbed and subbed, and we loved it. So we are more than happy to be able to welcome you back for things like that. But we also, over winter break, usually, and I always say, like, I buy the good creamer, and we have a little coffee thing up here for you where you can bring your resumes. We look over them, we give you advice, what questions we have about interviewing and things like that. So we want to try to give you a good experience in that way too. Any questions about that? Okay. Oh, you know what? I had each of you on here. Sorry. There you are again. And I think next up is our video.
Yes.
And this is about, do any of you have a time that you have to leave? Okay, this is about 12 minutes long, and then Dr. Steele will finish with that.
Hi, Lily. Hey, Mr. Stinger here. Just wanted to send you a quick video. First off, I want to say thank you for all your hard work in AP US history. I know you worked extremely hard and hope you really enjoyed your class. I really did appreciate you coming every day with such a positive attitude, ready to learn, always with that good smile on your face. And lastly, congratulations on your choice of majoring in education, especially in the history part. You will do fantastic. If you ever need anything at all, please ask. Take care and congrats once again.
Hi, Sarah. This is Cool here. Just want to congratulate you on your upcoming graduation. You've done such a remarkable job. So, younger, it's always been a smile. It's always been you leaving me. Just extremely proud of you. Extremely impressed with you. People skills in which you're going to go a long way. So just want to congratulate you. Wish you all the best, and I really appreciated what's. Congratulations.
Hey, Tate, congratulations on graduating from high school. As you move on into your career of teaching, you will have those students that you will always remember, no matter how long it's been since you have taught them. You, my dear, are one of those students. I will always remember you. You have been wonderful when I had you in class. You have been such a great help to me this past semester. I know it's been a little weird because of the pandemic, but you've had no problems adjusting to that. I know without a doubt, whatever you choose, you are going to be successful at. I I am so very blessed to have had you as my student, and I wish you all the best as you move on in life.
This message is from Tia Cho. A couple years ago, she was a timid, lacked confidence, and just an individual that kind of a lost soul. Didn't know where she wanted to be, but over the years, I've seen Tia Cho turn into the Cho. The feedback that she gets, she improves on. Her confidence daily, she improves on. Just her ability to care for kids is outstanding. Tia, you have grown so much since the time that I met you, and I'm proud of you. You are going to do some big things, great things in your life. Stick to the plan, stick to improvement, and man, I wish you the best.
Hey Zach, it's Mr. Knight here. I just wanted to congratulate you along with Mr. Jansen for all of your accomplishments that you have completed here at Monarch High School. Whether you were a Skills USA officer or whether you were a student in our classroom, you always worked hard. You worked well with other students. You had a positive attitude. And above all, you were loyal to your peers, you were true to yourself, and you always did your very best. And we're very proud of you. We look forward to seeing what you can do at Wayne State College. Don't be afraid to reach out and meet Wayne. Happy to help you in the future. Take care and best of luck. Go Wildcats.
Hey Keaton, it's Miss Gillen. Just wanted to say congratulations on graduating. Also want to say thank you for all of your hard work over the past couple of years. It's been a pleasure to get to know you, not only as a student, but as a person and as a DECA officer. You've done so much for our DECA chapter. I have no doubt that you're going to be an amazing teacher. So thanks for all your hard work. Good luck. Enjoy your summer and go Mavs.
This is Mr. Decky, and I just wanted to say congratulations on graduating, and an even bigger congratulations on completing your work in the Education Academy. I loved having you in class, and I know that you're going to do great things in college, you're going to do more great things when you become a teacher. I don't know many people who have the heart that you do, and I know that you're going to share that heart with kids for decades to come, and you are on the right career path because the job seems to be made for someone just like you. So good luck. Let me know how things go, and I'll see you in a few years when you're my colleague, not just my former student. Good luck, Liz, and congratulations. Bye.
Chloe, hey, it's Roha. Congratulations on your graduation. Thank you for everything that you did for William Vista High School and for the journalism program. You will definitely be missed. I know you're gonna kill it, and you're gonna be a maverick. I was a maverick. You're gonna make it someday, Chloe. Just don't be too good, all right? I still need this gig for a few more years. Right? But hey, how cool would it be? Maybe we'll be coworkers someday. How awesome would that be? Congratulations, thank you, good luck.
Hi, Haley, this is Devani here, and I just wanted to just congratulate you on your graduation. I'm just so proud of you, and I know that you are going to be successful in your whole life. It has just been such a wonderful opportunity to watch you kind of grow from that shy 10th grade girl into such an amazing, smart, intelligent, and strong young woman. So best of luck in the future. I can't wait to watch you and hear about you singing your heart out and inspiring kids. Happy graduation. Hi Grace, it's Miss Heitman. Hey, I just wanted to send you a quick video and wish you the best of luck on graduation and also with your education academy and going into the teaching field. You know, even if you were only in my classroom for a short period of time, I really got to know what kind of gentle soul that you are. And I think you're going to be phenomenal in a kindergarten classroom or whatever age level you decide to go with at that time. So best of luck to you. Thank you so much for spending time with me for a few weeks this past spring, and congratulations.
Hi, sweet Hannah, Miss Anderson here. Just wanted to let you know I am so very proud of all of your accomplishments and thrilled that you're going to UNO. You have all the qualities of a wonderful teacher. Kind, you're caring, you're compassionate. There's going to be lots of lucky students that have you for a teacher. Love you and congratulations.
Hi, Naya, Mrs. Logan here. And I just wanted to take a second to let you know how incredibly proud I am of you. You and your entire family have such a special place in my heart. And it has been amazing to watch you grow into such a beautiful, remarkable young woman. And I am so excited for you to start this next phase of your life. And I have no doubt that you are going to be an incredible teacher and you are going to change the lives of so many students. So congratulations, keep in touch, and best of luck.
All right.
Oh, hey, Savannah, how are you? Mr. Dodson here. Hey, just wanted to wish you congratulations on your graduation from Pavilion South this year. And we are very excited to see you pursue your career in education at UNO.
Yeah, so you're gonna be a great elementary teacher, Savannah. Best of luck to you.
Best of luck. We're rooting for you. Always let us know if you need anything.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Miss Gephardt here. Congratulations. I'm so very proud of you and all of your hard work. I'm very grateful that I got to be your English teacher for AP Language and Composition. Getting to know you and working with you was just such a joy. And I have no doubt, Mackenzie, that you are going to be an amazing English teacher someday. So best wishes and yeah, congratulations. You did it. On to the next chapter.
all cry.
Yes.
We got that.
So one of those teachers retired in 2013, I think. So you were probably one of her last classes, I was thinking. I thought that was pretty cool. She was so excited. She was my grandma's friend. Oh my gosh, I love it. You're making me cry. Okay, that's put them on the spot, but I was. Now, can I just preface this by saying, Mr. Curry, a couple weeks ago, did tell me you two would speak. I asked, do you want to be on the video and give a message to them, or do you want to speak? He said, oh, I'll get with Carly, go talk. We'll speak. You obviously go with me when we talk. I told texted him briefly, and I go, I forgot to ask them, are you talking? Anyway, let's hear it for them. It does not have to be long and drawn out or, just your words from your heart.
We go through, education, and we go through just life, seeing students and trying to make an impact. There's probably not another, other than the academies, that we get to see students grow from year upon year. And that's just a wonderful thing. I've seen, not only the students here, but all my students just grow exponentially in that amount of time. And it's just fun to see on our end, just the growth that you've made and just the decisions that you make, on a daily basis. I can't speak for Carly, but I love when you guys come to problems, come to us with problems that you're facing in your classes. And just to be that person that can give you some advice. And granted, our advice is probably not the end all be all. There's lots of other things out there that are great, but at least we point you in the right direction. And that's kind of our goal, is lead you to a profession that we know is rewarding and can be really fulfilling. So we're proud of, not just my Monarchs, but Titans too. We need good teachers. My kids are going through the Papillion List school system, as did Stormson's too. And we see what wonderful teachers we have in this district. And just to observe you guys in a lot of different ways inside the classroom, working with kids, we need great people. This profession needs great people. So just proud of you.
Gosh, where do I even start? What a year, it started out like we didn't know what it was gonna look at. It was like, we started out, what was it, 3 days before school started, finding out that we had to completely redo your internships. And like Dr. Settle said, you guys rolled with punches. You tried things that most veteran teachers didn't even know how to do. There were 4 of you that taught remotely for 3/4 of the year. And that's pretty cool that you guys were able to do that, to get that experience. It wasn't ideal. But I'm just super proud of how well you guys handled this year, how well you handled the situation, how well you guys handled all the ups and the downs, because there are a lot of downs. There's a lot of stress. But, you guys, I truly believe that you're going to be better educators because of it one day. You're going to have lots of experiences that a lot of students that you go to college with are not going to have. So yeah, I'm super, super proud of everything you guys have done. And I can't wait to see where you end up, and hopefully you end up back here. But whatever you decide to do, wherever you decide to end up, I hope that you remember where you started and remember that you can always call the Pavilion La Vista home.
And we'll do a nice big group picture at the end here. But please welcome back Dr. Steele.
Hello. This is what is great about teaching and the advantage for those of us who are in education that we have. We get to see it every day. We get to see greatness, and we have since we were in kindergarten. We get to see what great teaching looks like. You know, we see it from our teachers. And that's a tremendous advantage. I remember one of the most important, one of the most influential teachers I ever had was a guy named Roger Groff. And only one person in here knows who Roger Groff is, and that's Dr. Wrigley. He used to work with him. Roger Groff was the music teacher at Westside High School. I was a terrible musician. I could not, I was last chair. I was not very good. I didn't practice. But here's the thing. I knew that I was maybe wanted to go into teaching. I knew I maybe wanted to do that. And I watched Roger Groff, and he set such a great example for me of what great teaching looks like. So as you, this week, wow, it's a big week. I always say that the week before graduation, it's very dense. You know, there's just so many emotions, and you're busy, and you've got finals and all these things. It's a very dense week, but in this week, don't forget to thank the great teachers that influenced you along the way. That's the first thing I'm leaving you with. And I know from looking at those videos, I know there are lots of them out there. Don't forget to thank them. Take the time, because they are very impactful people in your lives. When I was at Westside High School, this is what my classmates thought I was suited for. I was voted by the class of 1990 most likely to be a professional comedian. So I didn't quite make it to being a professional comedian. I had a different aspiration at the time. My aspiration was a little bit it was just slightly higher. I wanted to be president of the United States. That was my goal. I am not going to make it to that goal, although I do look like Dwight Eisenhower. I'm not going to make it to be president of the United States. But when I had that aspiration, when I was a little bit older than you, I had the opportunity to be on the floor of a national political convention where they nominate the president of the United States. And I remember listening to the president at the time speak. And to tell you the truth, I don't remember much about what he said, but there was one line that I'll never forget, and it always stuck with me. The president said, "There are times in every young person's life when they are introduced to themselves. There's a time in your life when you're introduced to yourself, who you are and what you're going to be." I love that line, introduced to yourself. In the coming years, you're going to be introduced to yourself and what you're going to do and who you're going to be. And that is so exciting. For many of you, it might be teaching. For those of you who don't go into teaching, that's okay too. There are a lot of people who started out as teachers who didn't actually stay with teaching. And I'm very amused by that list. Billy Crystal, you may not know, was a substitute teacher in Long Island. Cheryl Crow taught elementary music. Sylvester Stallone and Hugh Jackman were both PE teachers starting out. And my favorite one was Gene Simmons, the lead singer for Kiss, was a 6th grade teacher in New York. And this is what he said. He said, I love teaching because I got to be up on a stage and looked at by people. He said, the problem was the stage was too small. I wanted to be seen by 20,000 and not 20. And so he left education, and that was probably a good decision on his part. But it,
I don't know.
but in any case, there, for some people, teaching isn't the thing, but for those of you who decide to keep with it, they are waiting. There's a group of people that are going to be splendid company who are waiting. And I use the term splendid company, and you've heard me use it before because it's a reference to one of my favorite poems. It was a poem that was written in 1948 by a retired teacher named Glennis Harmon. And it was called "They Ask Me Why I Teach." And in the poem, she goes through and she says, they ask me why I teach. And I reply, where could I find more splendid company? And she talks about how there sits a banker, and there sits a farmer, and there sits a doctor, and goes through the different professions of what her class will become. And she concludes by saying, where could I find more splendid company? You are about to find your splendid company in the next few years. You don't know them yet. You don't know who they are, but they're waiting. Those kids, the students whose lives you're going to impact. And for that reason, I'm very excited for you. And I'm excited for them too. And I would tell you as well, I want to express my appreciation on behalf of our administration here at the district, and on behalf of your great teachers that you work with. That for me and for all of us, you have been splendid company as well. So I wish you all the best. Thank you very much.